Latest news. Faith Baptist boarding school wrangles deepen as Debs refers school to Ministry of Education. Hi and welcome to Generation TV. If you're new, please do remember to give us a follow on Facebook. It's Generation Media Zambia. Alright, my guys, tabulako na latest update. Palija story ya meditina batachaya a few weeks ago kuja kuchongwe pa Faith Baptist boarding school. Ndala oku yaende yako selako maskandos yaende yachoke lako chabe ya new. Mozambia namo, are we sure? Now, let's get into it. Another news in detail. The wrangles at Faith Baptist boarding school in Chongwe district, which surfaced early this month, have escalated amid more allegations of mismanagement and abuse of resources. More parents and members of staff have come forward to share their grievances with the mass newspaper. The fallout revolves around unfair expulsion of pupils, allegations of illegal sale of school spaces, lack of accountability, intimidations of school members, and misuse of resources meant for pupils. One parent, who identified himself as Mr. Sinyangwe, alleged that his daughter had been unfairly expelled from the school just as she was about to enter grade 12 on flimsy grounds. He explained how he and his wife were disrespectfully treated by the administration when they went to follow up on their daughter's expulsion. And I quote, "The head teacher Nsokansoka Hara's mannerisms are unbefitting. Speaking to parents like their children, she came in and just started talking," he recounted. "She told me, 'We are chasing your child because you haven't done your work properly as a parent. We are sending her away so that you can go and do better where you have missed out to bring her up properly.'" End of quote. And a grade 12 pupil at the school who asked to remain anonymous for fear of victimization said 12 pupils have been expelled from the institution in a short period on mean or infractions to create places to sell to parents at 5,000 kwacha each. Several attempts to get comments from the school's administration were unsuccessful as multiple calls to Deputy Head Teacher Bran Mutale, Guidance Office Representative Chanda Musonda, and Accounts Representative Nyambo Nyirenda went unanswered. Musonda initially answered the call, but when she was told to comment on the allegations, she cut the line and ignored the calls. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now today, 28 April 2025, another story has been published in the mass newspaper, right? So now let's read it, and it says, Debs refers Chongwe School Ward to Ministry of Education. District education authorities in Chongwe have referred the escalating internal bickering between the administration on one hand and members of staff and parents on the other at Faith Baptist Secondary School to the Ministry of Education. When contacted for a comment, District Education Board Secretary Debs Joseph Chanda refused to comment on the matter. Chanda redirected all queries on the matter to the office of the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education. And I quote, "You should have run the story with the concern from the ministry. If there are questions, get to the Permanent Secretary and they will give you the right person to respond to your queries and give guidance. This is how we work in government," he said. End of quote, ladies and gentlemen. The mass newspaper recently published two stories with allegations that the head teacher Sokansoka Hara had formed a cartel which was running the school for personal benefit and intimidating staff members who questioned their decisions. More allegations of mismanagement have continued emerging, including the disappearance of 8 by 25 liters containers of cooking oil, 165 bags of maize, and some bags of beans donated to the school for its feeding program. End of story, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ima guys. Mdala story yenda ikose lako. Yenda lako deep mdala. Go deeper papa. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, hii story maimvira wonse. Vevshitika pa school hapa. So reporter wako the mass newspaper atana watumira ba Debs ba Debs hapa kulima issues pa school hapa pa Faith Baptist boarding school hapa kulima issues mnanvera ilibwanji situation because iseba teacher pa jati na watumira wanakamba tawe ine ba Debs wanachita clear allegations yonse amene vanizoleka pa skulu apa ni aboza ba Debs vanachita clear mdala nili clean vanachita question vonse napezeka ta nilipe mlandu so we reporter kubowa tumira manje ba Debs ati mnawa mchita clear muntu ba head teacher pa Faith Baptist School ili bwanji like manje bakangiwa kuyanka manje ba Debs atawi isistinga kuyange enda ku Ministry of Education kuli pa PS ndewaza kuchita bwanji ndewaza kuyanka so you can tell that there's something that is going on but Debs bakango yanka and futhi ba head teacher banakamba ta ine ba Debs bafuseni ngamufuna ine manachita clear vonse bakamba vonse vaboza ba Debs banachita clear kubafunsa ba Debs bakango yanka tia isistinga comment no comment mdala and then kuli wa Ministry of Education ndiwaza myankani Zambia namo how issue drama after drama. So now we look up to the Ministry of Education, the PS, should act upon this because the Debs wakangiwa kushita handle issue. Basambamo, in short, Debs basambamo mdala njere ine mdala osa nifakama muli issue. So I think the Debs would have done better if there is nothing that is going on between him and the school administration at this particular school. Ngauzo ata muli clean soma kama okay. Nde allegations okay, we are still investigating, we are aware about this particular issue and we'll get back to you once we are done with the investigations. Ndemo yankira but yamena yanga yakwe batawe no and then kuli wa Ministry of Education kumwamba kuja kwa higher authority ndiwaza mpasani it means that there's a question mark there. There's a question mark. What is going on? What? Because Debs, that's the nearest authority that's supposed to handle issues in the district on these particular schools. But very vapangati basambamo so viziwa vili vonse. Wapya monzi ya mama. So futi my parents again they are calling upon government to act on this particular issue because by headmaster papa school or papa Faith Baptist School bachilamo she's sarcastic, she's rude, she's very unprofessional. Kwenda kukuja na wakazi wao njeda attendative funseko what's going on, why mwashita expel mwana wanganisha enda grade 12 wasashe pangono chape nshangira grade 12 tibana nka very rude zona tibakazi wao wanashoko na answers yemeona wapasa she was very rude and very unprofessional and again futi ati kwachokako scandal futi kuliko scandal futi nangu futi mdala kwa soba mabags ya milis mdala yali 165 na salad na mabags ya beans ya soba mdala pa school hapa so they are actually calling for a thorough investigations. This is very serious and very deep. So Anti-Corruption Commission, BADEC, Ministry of Education, we call upon you. Parents are crying every day. Parents are complaining about this issue that has been going on at Faith Baptist School right there in Chongwe. So make sure that you go there and investigate so that this issue is settled because we need to fight corruption together. So you need to act as authorities. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about this particular story. The full story has been published by the Mass newspaper today, 28 April 2025. See you in the comment section.